Hello, the internet, and welcome back to the live stream. It is Monday, the 22nd of July. Today, I'll be live for 52 minutes. Now, if you are here watching the replay, we did have a rocky beginning, extremely rocky beginning. My 4G connection, I kind of worked out what happened here. If I don't go in and check my connection and make sure it's connected to Optus, often it will default to some other provider that Optus must be paying for their connection slots. In this instance, it went to a thing called Tello, Tello, and the Tello service providing was absolutely shithouse, and it fell over within, I didn't even get to roll the intro and it fell over. That would be why we had such a rocky beginning, because as soon as that happened, I just killed the stream, and then YouTube does their back end thing where one stream kind of like, if you stop one stream for too long, then you can't continue it. So I had to delete it, and then because it had the same metadata and the same thumbnail, it looked confusing. So what I did was I said to myself, all right, kill it all and start again. Just completely set up a brand new stream, come in here and explain what happened. So that's what happened this morning. Now, my chat is obviously messed up. We do see Johann Sebastian's son. Hey, Johann, good to see you. You must have just got a notification and jumped straight in, which is convenient and cool. The other crew, such as Tim and Mindy. Mindy's here now. I found you. Thanks for jumping back, Mindy. Tim's kind of lost. I did see a message come through on the Facebook, but I don't look at Facebook while I'm streaming, so I heard it come through and I kind of left it there. It's kind of confusing when this stuff happens. Like, what do I have to do to rectify it? Well, it's kind of out of my hands. When what happened, I should have checked. I got to say, I should have gone in and done if you do a speed test, it shows you the server it connects to, and I should have confirmed that was connecting to Optus Digital Pacific server. That's the one that gives me the cleanest, most logical, most uninterrupted connection. When you're playing with 4G, this is the nature of it. We will pull the chat up, even though there's not a lot there. We're the only ones in here. Yeah, Johan, you are the only ones in here. Tim will probably jump back in, but that's just the nature of the beast. Good morning, welcome to you, and good evening. I know from the previous chat, Mindy, you were cooking a shepherd's pie for dinner. Now, that does sound tasty. I would love to be having some of that. Probably not right now. It's breakfast. I can still taste the toothpaste in my mouth, but it does sound like a lovely treat. And you said also in that chat, you stick to the easy things. Shepherd's pie, I mean, it's easy to mess it up, but I don't know. There's a lot going on there. Do you have a crusty top? Do you put peas in it? Some people put peas in shepherd's pie. Either way, I smear it with tomato sauce with ketchup. I don't know about you, but I put pretty much tomato sauce on everything. Yeah, okay, so I see that now. The shepherd's pie. Well, I'm a little thrown off, I gotta be honest. I came out here banging with my plan for the stream, and then when the tech failed, I was like, well, how do we recover? Can we recover? Can we make a recovery from this? I think we can. On the stream today, yesterday we played my film, A Year in Paradise. This is my feature film, my short film that I made while living in New Zealand about a relationship bust-up. Now, if you didn't catch that on the stream yesterday, there is a linky poo in the chit chat that I've put there right now, and that goes to a time-stamped link where on that stream is where we rolled the 16-minute film. So if you only want to catch up and watch the film, that link in the chat will go directly to the timestamp link where we started talking about it, and then I rolled the film if you didn't see it. And Tim's here. Yeah, Tim, I'm back. Thank you, Mindy, for the notification. Cheers, man. Oh, you put peas and corn in your shepherd's pie. That's interesting. Huh. Mushy peas or just regular peas? And by the way, in that other chat, we had a new person. Who was it? That sucks, doesn't it? We had someone new waiting, and then they disappeared because of the stream malfunction. Johann Sebastian saying hello to Tim. Everyone's saying hello to Johann. This is nice. This is very nice. I'm glad you guys are here. I guess this is going to be a strange one for Australia time. It's Monday morning, possibly the time when people aren't really looking at the internet, aside from getting into the office and downloading all their emails from the weekend. Bob the Builder, that was it, Tim. Yeah, Bob the Builder. Unfortunately, we lost Bob the Builder. Back on this, I'm going to play the DVD bonus features from this today. There's about 8 of them, and they're ranging from, well, pretty stupid to downright ridiculous to one of them I kind of like. Let's just say that. I like them all, but they're not as genuine. Like, the film itself was a genuine attempt at something, and the bonus features are just me being a complete tool. Which you should be well and truly used to by now if you follow my channel. Hey, by the way, did I mention we are here in July? This is the 22nd of July, live every day on the YouTube channel. This concept, July, something Danny Black thought of. Danny Black, I've pumped a little link into the chat where you can go and see his channel if you're watching this on the replay and you want to go and give the creator of July some help, a plug, some love. He is the creator. He cast that creation into the stratosphere, and and I want to give props to Danny. Even though Danny's not doing it on YouTube this year, he's doing it on Facebook. Big forward slap for that, but that's his choice. Johann Sebastian, there is a new song. Johann, what new song? Who are we talking about? Who's got a new song? There is a new song. Well, there is on one of these clips. There's a new song. Northrop MJ says, I browned the ground beef and put it on the bottom of the casserole dish. And then I put corn and peas. Then I mashed potatoes on top of that. Yeah. And then you put that in the oven and then turn the top grill on to get that crunchy. I love that. Sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top and you're good to go. That does sound very, very nice. Hey, also, I had a really, really fun waiver day yesterday. Benon, there isn't a notice on YouTube about this live stream. Dude, I cannot... there's nothing I can do about that. That's completely up to YouTube to do that. I put this in my playlist, the Gives a Minute live stream playlist, and there must be a notification because Johann's here. Johann, did you get a notification on this? There's something out of my control, Tim. Whatever YouTube do, it's all kind of a little bit confusing. What is this even? Is this a song or a DVD? Johann, so, okay, I see you're a bit confused. Johann, this is a short film that I made. It's on a DVD, but we played it yesterday on the stream. Hit that link up that I put up there even earlier, and that'll take you to the film after the fact. I want to show you something though. This here is my bag that I take down to the beach when I'm doing my wave a day, when I'm surfing. And in front of this is my iPad, which films the beach. And I have a little notice in here because people are often coming in. You know, you heard me getting upset about people coming in the way of the camera and blocking my vision. I made this note. Now, this note sits in front of it with a little stick. I've got a stick in here. And it says, this iPad is filming me surfing, smiley face. Please do either of these. 1, move out of its line of sight. That's probably the one that I really want people to do. Or 2, do something vlog-worthy and then do 1. And then I've got cheers and a little link, a little sticker there in case they want to go and have a look where they might end up being on the YouTube machine. And what happened was, yesterday, I'm out there surfing. This is super cool. I'm out there surfing. I see a family walk along and I'm like, yeah, okay, here they go. They're going to walk up to the thing and get in the way. I'll just wait for them to do their thing and move on. And I saw the gentleman he took a knee in front of it. And I was like, it's going to be interesting. So what I did was I included that. I included what he did in my wave a day, which drops on YouTube in 12 hours from now. But on the live stream here and on the D Live, I like to give a little sneaky preview known as the Super Quick Wave a Day Edit. And today that features this gentleman. So have a look at this, have a bit of a laugh on his behalf. Welcome back to the Super Quick Wave a Day Edit. One of the things about leaving a beach camera on the beach for that wide shot, you're always going to find some absolute legends on the beach. Have a look at this guy.
What happens here is anyone's guess. Here comes the wave already though. It's possible that might be the best I get here, and that was rubbish.
You better run to get the sale.
Captain's log, Stardate Sunday. Down at the beach, down there in Jack Smith, trying to have a surf. It don't look too bad. You know I'm playing surf. It's shit. Why I get up on it. That's why it's good.
Reap what you deserve.
Cool. I mean, I guess that's the biggest we're gonna see here, the most rideable, if you like. I'm happy with that. That's got my stoke up, and now I want more. That's always a way. Much speed I generated off that wave. I'm really feeling the tip, the tack, the 7S Superfish trimming that wave, trying to milk it. Squeeze, squeeze, milk, milk, ride, ride. Enjoy, enjoy.
How about that? What a terrific guy, what a great sport, what a funny man. Now while I go and try to track this gentleman down somewhere on this beach, you guys can go back to the live stream. Captain's log. Jack Smith, Stardate, Sunday, reporting. You are live, dude. You're back. What are you doing, man? You're supposed to be hosting a live stream. Get back into it. By the way, this is not a writing implement, but it's good for a gag, right? How was that old mate? What a legend. Walking past, comes in, delivers a speech to camera. No concept that he would be able to see or ever find that footage back, but yet he was such a dick to do it. I high five this man. If he's out there, that's a little high five for him. What a cool guy. That's the kind of thing I'd do. If I saw a sign on the beach saying, this camera is filming me doing the surfing or doing something, either do something for the camera or get out of the way, I'd do not exactly, but something along those lines that gentleman did. What a damn legend. I hope somehow he sees that. I'm putting him as the thumbnail for that wave a day, and I just hope somehow he searches Culburra Beach surfing and comes up with that, because he deserves to see it and he deserves the accolades and the praise. Now, looking back in the chit chat, whilst I've been surfing, we did have. I saw Northrump MJ asked about what cheese. I would just go mozza, just a light kind of go grated mozza, and just put a little bit of grated mozza on it until that gets golden brown. Beautiful. Travel jet setter in the house, yeah. He's been getting some really bad storms down here, so I might have to go off real quick. And lightning is nothing to play with here. Oh, there's no light there. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, Johann Sebastian's son understands now. It's a film. It's a short film that I made. Go back and check it out. Scotty Ventures, hey, did not know you were on. Well, hello all. Well, welcome, Scotty Ventures. Welcome to the chit chat. Cheers. That's for you. Tim says, I've notified as many as I can. Thanks, Tim. Cheers, man. You are the YouTube notification man. Sending out those notifications. I like that. I appreciate that, because we did have a rocky start, so I appreciate you doing the thing, helping me out. Everyone's saying hello to Scott. Everyone's saying hello to Scott, and hello to Travel Jet Setter. Danny Black's in the house. G'day, Danny. Welcome to the chit chat. This one's for you. There was a strange noise as I said that. What was that noise? What was that noise? Oh, it's super windy out there. I didn't even know it was windy. It's going to be an interesting surf today. No sun, cloud, and apparently wind. Wow. Danny, while you're here, how's your July going on the Facebook machine? I've been promoting you every day. I think I forgot one day. There might have been a day where I kind of slipped up and forgot about it, but I've been pumping my viewers to go to your YouTube channel, and then I've been saying how you're doing it on Facebook. I don't think that's the right move, but how's it going? Tim says, what brings you here, Danny? And Danny said, you, Tim. Nice. Yeah, mozzarella, Mindy. No lighting storms. Do you mean lightning or lighting? Yeah, thunderstorms. Okay, there you go. So anyway, for those that didn't see that film, I'm going to pump it again in the chit chat. There's a little link, timestamp style, into the chat where I ran this film that I made, a short film from 2000. I shot it in 2000 and edited it in 2005, 2004, sometime in the early 2000s. And that film is linked in the chit chat here. If you want to go back and look at it, that's a timestamp link to yesterday's stream where we ran the film. Do it after the fact though. Come back and do it, because we're streaming live right now, and I want to show you the bonus features on this DVD as this came out. Now there are a few here. This is okay. Danny's answering. Only real reason it's the right move is because the craziness of my schedule. I couldn't keep all of my plans, so I don't feel as bad. Oh, okay. So you've missed some days. Is that what you're saying? Or you can't keep a regular schedule, so that's why it's better on Facebook. Interesting point. Yeah. I guess the question is, you have to ask what the point of it is too. Like, if you want to grow the YouTube channel, it's pointless doing it on Facebook. But if you just want to do live streaming every day and you want to have a good interaction with people, Facebook's the way to do that. We know there's more interaction on Facebook, but if the point of it is to grow a channel, a YouTube channel, I think the Facebook, we all know that transfer across from Facebook to YouTube doesn't happen. Mozzarella is an Italian originated cheese, often used here on pizzas, becomes stringy when heated, good for holding pizzas together. Not much flavor though. That's a fair description. Tim says, I use pizza cheese mix, extra tasty. Okay, no worries. The thunderstorms get gnarly. You don't want to be on your computer when that happens. That's fair enough, Travel Jet Setter. You're going to miss the bonus sections though. First bonus on the DVD was a visual piece I called Beautiful Images of New Zealand. Now, there is a part 1 to this, and I don't know why I didn't release part 1 on here, but what we're about to see is part 2. Now, it's a 4-minute piece of visual audio experience set to a music score by my friends from, my friends in the bands, the Daydreamers, the Neptune Cult Band, Paul Walsh. And this is all scenes I shot in and around New Zealand I just did it because I wanted to film cool stuff that I saw. I never thought I'd make it into a little piece, but here we go. And don't forget, whoa, don't forget this is all shot in 4:3, so there will be little bars on the side of the screen. That's because we are viewing in 16:9, but back in the future, we didn't have 16:9 cameras. Did I say back in the future? Where we're going, we don't need roads. You know what I mean? Back in the past, we only had 4:3. That's why I'm not stretching it. That's crazy to stretch pixels. I just did it as it is with 4:3. Here we go. First bonus feature from A Year in Paradise. Beautiful place, right? New Zealand, far out. Even in SD quality, mind you, that was a 3CCD camera, so it has got better color representation, but still pretty sketchy quality. But that was the 2000s, so that's the best we had. But I was just amazed at how much scenery was around Queenstown. All that stuff, aside from maybe 2 or 3 scenes, was shot literally in the Queenstown area. Like, just used to go out filming and not knowing what I was going to do with it, just putting it all together and putting it on the tapes and storing it on my YouTube shelf. That's what I called YouTube back in the day. There was no such thing as YouTube. That was my distribution, my shelf. But I still need to discover Utah. You know what? I've thought about doing beautiful images of insert place here, keeping it with the same. That's part 2. I want to show you part 1. I don't have it handy, but I'll show you part 1 another time. And the song on part 1, I could use again and again and again, kind of like My Way of a Day, just the same track with a different, edited spiel. Northrop MJ says, yeah, you need to discover Utah. Tim says, beautiful footage. And Danny asks, is Northrop MJ in Utah? I've spent so much time there. Danny, also, a little tip, Danny, just a heads up, man. If you're still using... Now, I can't lift it up because it's plugged into the MIMO antenna, but if you're still using the AC800 from Optus, the mobile broadband...
Okay, I found this on the web for AC800 from Optus, the mobile broadband.
Siri? Shay, shut up, Siri. Did you hear that? Siri activates. I never said the word Siri. But anyway, if you're using it, I've just discovered a little hitch, and it's something that's ruined my stream this morning. Unless you go and do a speed check or an IP test and confirm that it has connected to Optus, it may connect to a separate service that Optus are obviously paying for, and that service may be less steady than the Optus service. Mine connected to a thing called Tello this morning, Tello, Tello connection and Tello server, and the speed was just deplorable, and that's why my stream failed. Just a little heads up there. I'm stuck in misery, aka Missouri. Hey, the next bonus feature I want to show to you is so. Yeah, something's wrong, all right. Shut up. Siri's still talking. I never said grass Siri, but she's still talking to me. Anyway, she can't play a local library file in my music collection, but she can start rattling off crap whenever I don't need her. Get out of here. Yeah, Danny says that's weird. I still use it, but only when I'm traveling. Yeah. Well, just as a heads up, if you when you connect and it doesn't work or it goes to a separate server, turn it off and reset it, and it will reconnect. Hopefully back to Optus. So I spent a lot of time in Queenstown by myself. My girlfriend here in the film, Shelley, she was too busy complaining about this and that and too busy working, let's be honest. So I ended up going out and doing a lot of stuff on my own, and consequently I would get I'm not going to use the word bored, but I would get imaginative and creative on my own in the New Zealand wilderness. And this particular thing that's coming up now, I'm going to call it a thing because I don't know what this is. It's just me being bored and creative. Yeah.
What the hell is that? Whoa! What the hell is that? Whatever the hell it is, it's making a run for it. I gotta get a better look at this. It's gone. Well, I didn't think I'd see one of these while I was here in New Zealand, but turns out I've been blessed. You see, the creature that we've just seen in front of us, it's commonly referred to as a bag thermal. Now, they're like the kiwi bird, and they're really hard to spot. They do exist here in New Zealand, but you got to be really lucky. And it turns out that I'm in the right place at the right time for once in my life. And I feel good about tonight's lotto draw as well.
Are you guys still here? Have I just blown it by showing that? Is that it? Are people going to walk away and go, this guy's an absolute fool? What are we spending our time? What are we giving this man our time for? What kind of dribble was that? Like I said, I had a lot of time on my hands, and I was inspired by the beauty of the place, and just thought it'd be cool to get half naked in a field in New Zealand. And that's the Remarkables behind me. And I used to go up onto these places and usually take maybe a couple of beers and just sit there. And when you're in such beautiful space, I'd always have my camera doing something like a time lapse or just shooting something, and then I'd just get, creative. Man, I miss that place. Even looking at that complete dribble, I miss being in Queenstown. It's incredible. Danny said you said misery, which triggered Siri. Really? Hey, Missouri. Hey, Missouri, what time is it? Hey, Misery. No, it's not. It's kind of not doing it. Weird, man. Oh my God, that acting. Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? And also, any filmmaker will spot my complete I messed up the 180 degree rule straight away. Like you can't. When you're filming, there's a mystical, an imaginary line which you draw in your scene, and your cameras should always stay on one side of that line. It's called the 180 degree rule. And if you swap cameras across that line, it flips the vision. So at one point you see me talking to the camera, and then the very next scene it cuts to the bag thermal again, and then that's what I called that, by the way, bag thermal, bag, and I'm wearing thermals. And then the next scene cuts to me across the 180 degree line, and I'm looking the wrong way. It's like, dude. And I could have flipped it in post, but I didn't think of it because I was that bad. Danny Black says, I thought you were going to do a film trick from Prisoner when the prisoner was bouncing away. A film trick when the prisoner was bouncing away. You could have done a jump cut of you running after it. I kind of ran down the hill and out of the frame, but I mean, I was just being a dick, just complete dick. But what I did notice in New Zealand, and in particular in Queenstown, the people that drive there, they don't indicate. You'll go into a roundabout and you'll see someone coming in or coming off a roundabout with no indication at all of where they're going, and you just have to kind of wait and see. And I noticed it by driving and commuting around, and I thought I'd make a little, like a Vox Pops interview in Queenstown on one of my days off. So I went down with my camera and got some B-roll and then interviewed some people, and this is what I put together. It's pretty silly, but have a look at this.
Queenstown, a town bustling with activity, a town full of people, a town full of cars, a town full of people who drive cars. And normally that wouldn't be a problem, but here in New Zealand we have the world's worst drivers, and I think the majority of those worst drivers are here in Queenstown. See, nobody seems to indicate here. I mean, indicate to go left, indicate to go right. Don't indicate and it's assumed you're going straight through, right? Talking about roundabouts here. Come with me on a little adventure. I'm going to go and try and try and do this properly. What do you think of people that don't indicate when they're driving? Terrible.
Oh, I think it makes life interesting. You never know what's going to happen next. That's the best thing about life.
Always annoyed with it. Always do it myself.
What do you think about drivers that don't indicate when going around roundabouts?
I think it's pretty poor.
We don't drive and we don't speak English.
Excuse me, sir. What do you think about drivers that don't indicate when they're going around roundabouts?
Sorry, I'm from Germany. I didn't understand you so well.
Okay, I'll try again. Drivers,
Yeah?
an automobile, going left or right, and they don't indicate, blinker.
Right?
What do you feel? This is bad or good?
It's bad because the following didn't see what he want to do. If he want to turn or right, and perhaps there may be an accident.
When you're driving a car and you get to a roundabout and the person that's entering doesn't indicate their intentions left or right, how does that make you feel?
They're going straight.
That's it, but what if they go left?
They're mongrels.
They should have indicated.
It's a roundabout, who cares? Everyone slows down anyway.
No,
so
they should have gone.
They've got to indicate.
There you have it. Expert opinions from locals who know the drill. Make up your own mind, but I think it's bloody outright dangerous. Going to cause accidents unnecessarily. And I've almost had an accident at a roundabout, so I'm talking from the heart here, guys. If you're driving a car, damn well indicate. Makes it easier for all of us.
There you go. Which way are you going? You're going left? You're going right? You're going straight through? Are you exiting? What are you doing? How do I know where you're going? You're going to cause an accident, you crazy Kiwis. Either let us know what you're doing or don't do anything. How's that German? There was some fun answers in there, and I probably would edit that down even snappier if it was today's editing. But back in that day, I mean, like I said, I wasn't doing this for any purpose except for my own benefit. It wasn't like they were ever going to be put anywhere. It was just kind of fun for a bit of a goof, bit of a gaff. I don't speak English in perfect English. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Danny said 2 minutes left. No, Danny, we had major issues starting the stream this morning. That's what I was kind of referring to with the AC800 connecting to Tello. So we're a little bit delayed here. So we're gonna. It wasn't a 9 a.m. start. It was more like a 9. I guess it was about 15:15 when we began. But yeah, no, we're not going to be finishing up. We're still going to do the 52 minutes, but technically it should have ended a minute ago had we started on time. But I guess that kind of opened up my mind to be able to just walk up to dudes on the street with the camera rolling and hold it out like vlog style. That was kind of like, I mean, like I said yesterday, no one had any idea that this would be a thing, right? No one knew that this concept vlog would even exist. People in Queenstown saw a dude with a camera, and I did have a microphone on that camera. I had a handheld microphone. That's what I had. Yeah, I had a little ice cream microphone with a pop shield on it, and I'd hand that around. So they'd see me around town, and they'd think, oh, this guy's a professional filmer because I had a wide angle lens on the front of the camera and I had a microphone. It's like, dude, I'm just a YouTuber, but there is no such thing. It's really funny to think, actually, like people would see you doing that and they would look at you like, oh, what? That's weird. And it hasn't really changed over the years. People still look at me like you're a weirdo because you're pointing at a camera at yourself. Like I always say, like if you're on a, where's my phone? And Danny, you'll understand this too. If you're walking around with your phone and you're doing this, you're taking a photo of what's in front of the camera. But the second you do this, you're an absolute freak. What a weirdo. You're taking the vision of yourself? Huh? And then turn your head around like that and have you and that behind you. Are you vlogging because that's the scene and you're putting yourself in front of it and talking about it? What an absolute nut. But then I know Danny gets away with it by saying, oh, I'm just on a FaceTime call. And that's kind of how you can kind of, I guess, disguise what you're doing. But even back in 2000, it was still kind of giggled at and laughed at. And you walk up to someone on the street with a camera and they're like, oh, is this a current affair or something? It's like, no, it's just some idiot. But while I was in New Zealand and after the breakup happened, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. I kind of had a sneaky idea. I wanted to go snowboarding again. I wanted to keep snowboarding. And I thought Canada was the option. But I went down to the Lake Wakatipu, which is the lake in front of Queenstown. And I just went down there looking for a sign.
Well, the time has come for decision making. Well, shortly has anyway. See, the thing here is not really sure where I'm going at the end of the season. I've got a few offers around that I can be throwing around, but I need a sign to push me in one direction. So I came down here to Bob's Cove to sort of find a significant sign that would direct me in the right direction as to where I should take myself next year. What's that? Looks like a sign. It's an arrow. And it's pointing down the beach. Looks like it was pointing at this tree. Maybe it's the tree of knowledge. Well, it's a nice tree, but it's not helping me with my quest. What's this? That is a sign. Canada, Lonely Planet Guidebook, sitting in a tree at Bob's Cove. I'm going to Canada.
Looking for a sign. Is this stream still on? What? There's a sign everywhere. The stream's on, dude. Get back to it. There's the microphone, there's the camera, there's the audience. You're streaming live, man. Think about it. Come on, snap. That's not how that happened at all in Canada. I already planned to go to Canada and I bought the Lonely Planet guidebook and I thought, how can I make a silly little skit about it? So that's where that was born. Now, looking back in the chit chat while that was rolling, what have I missed here? Stephen in the house. G'day, Stephen. Welcome back to the stream. This cheers comes out to you. Good to see you, man. That's something I do on DLive. Everyone that comes into the chat, I cheers the camera, the microphone to the glass, and I'm kind of doing that a little bit here on the YouTube as well. The Racing Gamer in the house. He asked what happened to the previous stream. Well, we had technical connection issues starting the stream, and it fell apart, so we're here now. We had to do a new one. But Tim says your accent during the film was very neutral, but slightly pommy, like an Adelaide type accent. I gotta say, I gave all of the audio from that film in an unmixed state to a friend who's an audio engineer and said, can you produce this? I just gave him the whole timeline and said, can you produce this for film? And I gonna say it, I didn't like what he returned. I ended up using it, but I don't. It's a real nasally, and I don't understand how he EQ'd it that bad. I could have EQ'd it better, but I left it with him because he's an audio engineer, and I used it, but I hated it. I don't know. If I could re-edit it, I'd redo that audio. Maybe I could re-voice over the whole thing. Maybe I could stretch it out to 4K. I could actually. Oh no, that's stupid. Stephen says, I just really wanted to say I really enjoyed your movie yesterday. He's talking about A Year in Paradise, this film right here. And if you want to see the actual film, I put a link in the chat which goes directly to a timestamp link where you can watch this film from the beginning to the end. It goes for 16 minutes. A short film I made. What else have I missed? And Danny said, I'd love to see you doing a live stream in public. Oh man, I'm totally going to be doing that. That's why I'm buying the Mac Mini to also have it in the backpack. That's coming up, obviously. How long ago was that video recorded? In 2000. 2000 I did that. It's a long time ago. A long time ago. But edited it together in 2005. Tim says, a live on the street Creator Cast type stream. Maybe that's how Creator Cast could make a resurgence. Come back as 4 dudes walking around live. I doubt that, but that would be pretty fun. The next little clip I've got for you is not really anything amazing, but if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, you might get a little kick out of it. So I was in the film, The Two Towers, and obviously it was all shot in New Zealand, and there was the scenes I was in were filmed in Queenstown. I remember getting the mountain scene, which is a newspaper, the mountain scene. Actually, my girlfriend picked it up and said, hey, look at this. And she showed me an ad, just a little 3-line ad, and it said, wanted extras for motion picture, must have long blonde hair and look of European descent, apply at the local school, which the school was quite literally across the oval from our house. So I walked over there and said, oh, I see the ad in the mountain scene. And they said, oh, you got long blonde hair, wicked, come in here. And put me in this, they made me sign a release and everything. And then they put me in this makeup and tested me out and said, yep, you'll be good, come down here. And 2 days work on the Lord of the Rings. And this is the set of that particular scene from The Two Towers.
And there's the set of Lord of the Rings, where I did 2 days as an extra, Ronan's soldier. Not Ronan, Rohan. I was a Rohan soldier. And I was the best damn soldier there ever was or ever will be. Let me tell you about it. I was the best. The movie's not coming out for 3 years, so probably forget even the scenes that maybe I was in.
So yeah, if you know the movie, you'll know that kind of that scene, that the look of that. If I had a pan back, you would have seen the remarkable ski field behind, and that's in the funny thing about that movie is that if you're a Kiwi, you can spot so many landmarks. Like the Remarkables are distinct, and they're in that film, clear as anything. And I've also got, I think I made a daily vlog or a real vlog about my scene, and I got screen grabs from the DVD where you can see me. And incidentally, I also got copyrighted for using those screen grabs. Screen grabs got me copyrighted. That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable in the sense that it did happen, but I don't believe it. But I'm telling you it happened. And the screen grabs were why. Now, everybody knows New Zealand, and in particular Queenstown, is full of tourists. And there is a lot of merchandise and what I regard as tacky tourist trinkets. In particular, the Skyline Gondola at the top of Queenstown Hill, right there at Ben Lomond. There's like a little luge track and a bungee jump, and they sell all kinds of crap. So I went up and had a look at the crap they're selling.
And everything here for the tacky tourist. Anything that you want to spend your money on. Tacky tumblers. Tacky shot glasses. tacky trinkets, tacky treats. Everything tacky. Everything you could ever imagine for the tacky tourist here at Skyline Tacky Tourist Shop. Another swift purchase, another tacky tourist dollar into the till. And what tacky tourist shop wouldn't be complete without fridge magnets? We got them all here, guys. How to make pavlova, New Zealand kiwi and PowerShell. Everything for the tacky tourist. Look at them all. There's a never-ending display of tacky fridge magnets. And they get worse as you go lower. Oh, there's an original one. New Zealand and a flag. Ooh, bright coloured sheep. That's tack.
I am glad you spotted that, Racing Gamer. I was going to say, my point of coming back after that would be like $6.50 in 2000 for a shot glass? Who on earth would spend that amount of money? I'll tell you who. Tourists. Tourists that have a lot of money to blow on that absolute crap. It's a shot glass. It's that much glass in a circle with a little graphic on it, and they're charging $6.50. It probably cost them 13 cents to make that, if 13 cents. Yeah, yikes! Absolutely, it blew me away how much crap is up there. Still a beautiful place though. But if you live in town, we got discounts. If you're a resident, you get a discount, and so it kind of makes it a little bit more affordable. Everything in that town is generally quite expensive though. Here's a little bonus that I found in the van that I bought when we first moved there. We called it the Mountain Gangster because it was MG on the number plate. Had a little bottle opener right there on the door handle for me, which came in handy on my birthday.
Birthday beer, was it?
What better way to enjoy this peninsula area than with a birthday beer? Thanks Ben and thanks Ryan.
And Tess.
And Tess. I'll just open it. And I'll pick.
Did you see that camera case, the camera bag? I've literally got that bag still right there. Still use it to carry that camera. Pretty funny. What time am I doing D-Live tonight? Danny, I'll do D-Live today from 4 p.m, 4, 5, 6. I'll go from 4 to 6. 4 p.m. Australian Eastern time I'll go. I'm usually doing about 2 hours. 2 hour streams on D-Live. It's been a lot of fun. I've applied for affiliate. I've gone over the 200 mark. I've applied for affiliate. Pretty stoked. How do you spot a Kiwi male in a shoe shop? He's the only one standing next to the sheepskin boots with an erection. Tim! That kind of stuff flies on D-Live. Maybe not so much on the YouTube. Keep it down, Tim. Keep it down. I don't want to have to tell you again, Tim. You know I appreciate your gags, but maybe save those for the D-Live. And by the way, none of this New Zealand stuff I've been rolling on the D-Live, so this is all YouTube only. I don't know if the D-Live would appreciate the film and these bonus stuff, you know? It just doesn't feel like the place to do that. Did you know the silver fern is the New Zealand national emblem?
The silver fern. Native to New Zealand.
Well, now you do. That is the last of the bonus features for that film. I'm just going to say it again. If you didn't catch the film, here is the link in the chat to go and see the timestamp of where we rolled this film. It's a little interesting look at my life in New Zealand and what went down with the relationship. And if you haven't seen it from yesterday, there's the link. Go and check it out. I'd appreciate any feedback, any comments. I never really wanted to be a filmmaker. That was never that was never my goal. But there was a point in time when someone said to me, after this came out, they said, what do you want to do? And I remember my answer was, by the time I'm 30, I want to have a feature film to my name. And I'm 43, and that never happened. But this happened. And there are some other things I've done with film. Maybe we can dig those out over the next couple of days during July. But I've done some work with films. I did some work with the Hilltop Hoods in one of their films. I did some work with Tracer as an extra in one of their video clips. I've got some editing work I did for someone provided me with a whole bunch of footage to make for a show reel for a fishing charter. I did that. this film came out on a disc, like a compilation disc called Disc Culture. That could come out. I guess I could show you those. But I mean, I already have my From the Vault Friday section, which deals with this kind of stuff. But someone said yesterday on the stream, you should be putting more old stuff up for us to look at. Maybe the live could be the place for that. Northrop MJ says, hilarious. The racing game is laughing out loud. Tim Arskog says, New Zealand beat Australia in the World Women's Netball Championships last night by 1 point. There's a fact that you didn't know. I didn't know that either. Thanks, Tim. Uncle Tim comes back with a fact. Appreciate you slipping those facts in, Tim. Are they a good team, though, or is that just a fluky game? Because I feel like if they're not a good team, then this doesn't really mean anything. But if they are the skillful team, then they deserve that win. Did I miss anything in the chit chat? Hey, by the way, Tim, my accent, I've got to say, over the years, with the travel I've done, mainly with Tracer, I've seen that my accent's changed. Like, I can hear that I try to speak more clearly than I ever have done, and I try to hit pronunciations more, I guess, more American, more accepted. If you start talking Aussie, straight away you start to sort of get laughed at. But if you talk more slowly and more concisely, often people will say, oh, that's a weird accent, but I can kind of see what you're saying. So that's what I've heard it happening with myself, and I can recognize it. I'm sad as a result. New Zealand and Australia are both very strong teams, the world's best, in fact. Well, interesting facts from Tim. Thanks for stopping by the chat, folks. I'll see you all tomorrow at the same time for more madness on the Gives a Minute live stream. Oh, that's we're out of time.